Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing some Valentine's Day DIYs. So if you want to see how I made all of these, keep watching. So I'm going to start with this XOXO sign, and this one's pretty simple. All I'm going to do is paint it and kind of decorate it, but I am going to remove the sticker at the bottom. And I bought 2 packs of these DIY stickers. I'm going to do 1 pack in pink, and it's the shade of pink that I'm going to be painting other DIYs that I'm going to be doing, as well as gold. Those are kind of the colors that I'm going to be going for with all of my crafts. So I spray painted the sign white. I like the way it looks a lot better in white. And I'm just gonna take these little hearts and hot glue them together, and then kind of figure out where I want to place them on the sign. And then this is what it looks like all put together. I'm really happy with how this one came out. So for this next one, I'm just gonna take these 2 heart-shaped jewelry boxes and this burlap ribbon, and I'm just gonna leave the boxes plain and tie a bow on top of the box. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue down in the middle and then just lay the ribbon flat across. And I am not the best at making bows. I'll be the first to admit that. So what I did is I just kind of folded the 2 pieces over one another to form like the loops, I guess. And then it kind of took me a while to get the ribbon positioned the way I wanted, to kind of make it look like a bow without actually having to tie it. I didn't want to mess up the ribbon at all. But once I have it in a good place, I'll just put some more glue down underneath and then just press it down. And then that top piece did need a little more glue. It wasn't really sticking well. So I just put a little bit more. And then I'm just going to take one of these like sparkly red hearts, and I am going to put hot glue on the back of it, just so that way I make sure it stays put. I don't really trust the sticky part on the back. And then because I did cut the ribbon a little bit longer than I would like for it to look, I just trim it a little bit just to make it a little neater looking. And that's how it came out. I think it came out really cute. I got this 3-pack of gift bags from Dollar Tree, and I'm actually gonna go in with the Be Mine bag first, and I'll use this other one underneath later. I really liked this framed mirror, but I don't really need the actual mirror, so I removed it from the frame. And I'm actually going to paint this white with some spray paint, just because I'm not crazy about the color of it. And then I'm just going to take the gift bag and I'm going to glue it to the back part of the frame. I wanted to decorate the frame with some heart-shaped rhinestones, but I couldn't find any at my store, so I just got these felt stickers, and I'm just gonna pull them, the little stones right off of the hearts. It was a little tricky, but I finally got the hang of it. And this is what the frame looks like all painted. I really love the way this came out, but I do want to add a little bit of decoration to it just to make it look a little fancier. So I'm just going to glue a heart in each of the corners. And this is what the finished product looks like. I absolutely love this. So now I'm going to do this shadow box. I really like what it says on the glass, but I do want to change the color of the frame. So I took apart the whole thing and separated all the pieces because I'm going to be painting the 2 black pieces with some spray paint. And I'm going to be using this Rustoleum metallic gold spray paint. You can find this at Walmart for about $4. And this is what it looks like put back together. I love the way it looks, but I'm gonna take the backing to the shadow box and I'm just gonna hot glue one of the gift bags to it. The gift bag was a little narrow. It didn't quite cover the whole thing. So I just cut down the side and I opened up the bottom just so I can have enough to cover the entire thing. And then once it's glued, I took one of the gold heart stickers and hot glued it in the, on the side so it was out of the way of the wording. And then I added a little rhinestone just for a little extra glitz. And then I just put the whole thing back together. And this is the finished product, and I absolutely love the way this came out. Up next, I'm going to be doing these two wooden hearts. I'm going to paint them with some paint that I got from Walmart. I'll list everything down below that I used for my DIYs, and I'm just going to paint them with these foam brushes. And I'm also going to use this pack of galvanized words. I'm going to use the XOXO and the love. I'll save the Valentine for a different DIY that you'll see later in the video. And I just spray painted both of them with the gold paint, and I think they came out really pretty. And this is what the heart looks like once it's painted. And I'm just going to figure out where I want to position the XOXO. And then once I get it figured out where I want to put it, I'm just going to take some hot glue and apply it to the back. And then I'm just going to press it down and make sure it sticks. And then I'm going to do the same for the other sign as well. And you do have to move pretty quickly with the hot glue because sometimes it'll cool down while you're trying to apply it to different areas. So I tried to do this one a little bit faster than the last one. And then I took one of the gold hearts, the little gold heart stickers, and I applied some glue to the back of it just because I felt like it looked a little plain with just the word on it. So I went ahead and added just a little something extra. And this is how they both came out. I absolutely love how these look. And I think they look really cute next to each other. For this next one, I'm going to be redoing these shadow boxes. I'm going to remove the middle pieces and I'm going to paint the frames. So I took them apart, which is a little bit harder than I expected it to be. This Good Morning piece, the block did not want to come off from the circle. So I'm going to toss the whole thing and just use this little block that I got from Dollar Tree in like a pack. I'm going to hot glue it to the back part to kind of put my heart on for the shadow box. And then this other one, the Mind Open square, it was kind of the opposite. The block did not want to come off of the back piece. So I'm just going to leave it there and I'm going to have to work around it. So I painted the frames the same gold color as the other shadow box. And I'm just going to cover the back pieces with a different type of like wrapping paper. And I'm going to hot glue the star on the backing once it's covered. And then just put the frames back on. So this is the wrapping paper that I'm going to use for the backing of my shadow box. I found it at Dollar Tree and it says Happily Ever After. And then I'm going to be using these little hearts, these little wooden ones. I think I'm going to just stick with the regular plain hearts. So I just took the wrapping paper and I cut a square out. And now I'm just gluing it to the back. And then I just repeat this process for all sides. So I glued the little block to the middle of the square, and I'm just gonna put a little more hot glue so I can glue my heart down. And now I'm going to use some of this twine to create a little bow, just because I don't want that hole to show up. I want to cover that up. So I'm just going to tie a quick little bow. And then I'm going to add one of the rhinestones to the middle of the bow just to make it look more girly. And this is what the two shadow boxes look like. I really like the way both of these came out. So I took apart this Valentine's Day sign and I've removed all the little galvanized hearts from the bottom piece. I had to use this screwdriver to kind of pry them off. And then I took this acetone spray that I got at Dollar Tree and I kind of wiped off the top part of the glitter, and then I went and I scraped the rest of it off. And this method actually worked pretty well because this is what the finished product was, and it completely removed all the glitter. So this really works. So I spray painted this sign white just to kind of cover up the old stuff that was kind of left behind. And I'm taking this Valentine wording and I'm just gonna hot glue it to the middle of the sign. I'm gonna take some of this twine and I'm gonna hot glue it to the back of the hearts. And I'll just put a little bit of hot glue in the middle and then just kind of push the twine down. So then I'm just gonna use some hot glue on the back as well to attach it to the sign. And then I added some of the pink wooden heart stickers to the sides. I used some hot glue to attach them just because I really don't trust the sticky part on the back of those stickers. And this is what it came out looking like. I really love the way this one came out. I like because it really transformed it into something different by spray painting it and removing that second piece.